Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is Pirillo Picks, my weekly gift guide for geeks. I'm going to show you things that are fun, functional, affordable, and rather fantastic. Things that I've picked up over the past week, including this, a Minecraft creeper helmet? Mask? I've worn it out of the house just once. Yes, I'm that guy in this neighborhood, but that's a fun guy. Not to be confused with a mushroom. Moving along, the next thing I wanted to show you was this. I know what you're saying. Yeah, another Darth Vader. And if you're not saying that, you don't know me very well, because I tend to collect things that are Darth Vader-esque. So what is he doing with arms outstretched? Timber, his arms wide. Shaka, when the walls fell. You can get anything that I'm showing you in this video with the links in the video's description. You can also get other Star Wars characters. They're designed to hold bowls of what? Well, depending on what you want to put in the bowls. Normally, this time of year, Halloween, you would fill the bowl with candy, but I'm not giving away candy this time because candy, it'll get eaten and kids will love it, but I'm guessing they're going to love something like this a bit more. I ended up buying, in bulk, I got 80 things that if you flip a switch will illuminate. And I got 80 of them for $10 with free shipping on Amazon Prime. By the way, you can get a 30-day free trial on Amazon Prime with the link in the video's description. So, 80 of them for $10, little laser fingers. Huh? Nice! And I know the kids are going to love them. What I would be collecting candy in if I were trick-or-treating at my age, and we don't really want to go into that right now, why I couldn't be I gotta give away the treats! So I gotta be at the door. It's a Darth Vader pail in which you can stick candy, or anything else, really, other than liquid, because it's not exactly watertight. But I saw it for a few bucks on Amazon. I'm like, yeah, why not? I collect Darth Vader stuff. Another thing I needed this week was juice. And a few minutes ago, I was using this new external battery to recharge my Nexus 4. And you can see how much juice is left in the battery just by shaking it around. There we go. It illuminates and tells me, it's about 60% or so. This is the, if I get this right, I gotta hold the box upright, the Astro 3 external battery from Anker. And it's got 3 USB ports, including what they call a smart USB port, charges things very, very quickly. The battery holds up to, and I'll get this straight, 12,000 milliamp hours, which is plenty to get you through the day, certainly in an emergency. You can charge up to 3 devices right there. The USB ports, charges by way of micro USB. Very, very handy. It's got a little heft to it, but it's going to get you going, and it's going to recharge your devices quickly, including iPads, which do need a certain amount of juice and may take a little longer to recharge than, say, your average smartphone. The next thing I want to show you along those lines is another object that... I just dropped it on my Nexus 4. Oh. This was my go-to Android device. Well, that wasn't staged. What I'm going to show you is the Dock Plus, which I do like, despite the fact that I just destroyed my Nexus 4 with it. The thing that I like about it is that it is... there's the lightning adapter, and the way it works is that it accommodates your iOS devices, even if you happen to have a case on your iOS device, so it's rather unique in the sense that you can push up the lightning adapter or push it down right there. Very, very handy when it's not moving. Boy, I didn't think I'd be a buzzkill in my own video, but thank goodness I have the Note 3. Thanks again to T-Mobile. I've been using this, or at least testing it, for the past couple of days, and it works exceedingly well. You know my perspective on Android devices in general, and despite this having a TouchWiz interface, it's very, very responsive. You know, you'd be using it, and if you haven't used an Android device in quite some time, I think you'd be very, very happy with the performance of the Note 3, despite what Samsung may have done to artificially inflate benchmarks. This is what they were accused of recently. The Note 3, if you want, you know, just kind of a gut check, especially if you're someone who loves using styluses, or S Pens, as Samsung likes to call them, you will love the Note 3. If you liked the Note Note 2, you'll love the Note 3. If you love the Note 2, you'll love the Note 3. This is absolutely a pick, and for the moment, is now my go-to Android device since my Nexus 4 is destroyed. All right, well, maybe this will help. Stormtrooper Mug. I received this as a gift today, and it has tomato basil tea inside. Works well in our kitchen because we have white plates, and a Stormtrooper is white. Oh, gosh, I'm splashing all over the place. I better be very careful not to get anything else wet. Maybe I should just move on to something that needs a Han Solo frozen in carbonite bottle opener. Could be useful. This was another gift. I had it on my wish list. I had a wish list growing and growing and growing, and when we started doing the Pirillo vlogs, that is when everyone else out there started to participate. So I have this now to be able to open bottles with Han Solo, frozen in carbonite. Not made of carbonite, but this thing is also very heavy, and if you drop it, that was directly on the desk. It's very, very weighty. Another thing I got this week is a hot dog stand. This is a very quick build, and I'm a fan of Lego. An adult fan of Lego and AFOL. This week, as a matter of fact, BrickCon is happening in Seattle. I will be going. This week's brick build is going to be the things that I see at BrickCon. These are Lego constructs or models that adults build and assemble without any kind of direction booklet at all. It's true art, at least art to me. Couple minifigs, hot dog stand, just in time for autumn. I get a lot of stuff on a regular basis. This also just came in. The Ultimate Ears, the Huge Sound Mini Boom, and this, or at least older editions of this, have received very high ratings. It is a Bluetooth speaker system, rather lightweight. It's very small, fits in the palm of your hand, but does produce a big, rich sound. So when you're seeing me use these objects in future Pirillo vlogs or potentially even future videos, you now know what they are and where you could possibly get them. So I will probably be placing this somewhere safe in my home office away from anything that might have a screen on it. The next thing I wanted to show you was, let's see here. Hang on. Sorry, I gotta be very careful about lifting this guy over. It's a Darth Vader Mr. Potato Head, in which sat other Mr. Potato Heads, like a Stormtrooper Mr. Potato Head. And yeah, do you get the idea that I'm kind of into Star Wars just a bit, maybe a bit too much? I even wore a new flannel that I got that makes me look like George Lucas, in my own mind, that is. Thanks again for tuning in. If you know of anything else that is fun, functional, affordable, awesome to own, fantastic, let me know. My email address is chris@pirillo.com. I can't believe my Nexus 4 is... Well, it was fun while it lasted.